Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 7th of November 2020. This is my weekly video where I go over all of the daily charts on the high probability and divergence trading methods that relate to my books, the two on the right, this one and that one. So we'll have a look at all the daily charts. First up, I'll bring up this Word document. You can pause the video, read it, take a screenshot or whatever. It just goes through what all the different coloured lines are on the chart. So I'll go through most of it anyway in the video, but just if you want to have a read of that or you're interested in what they all meant. Sometimes I talk too fast, people don't understand me, or English is not your first language. I fully understand that. That's no problems at all. So she was a big week in trading. As we all know, the US presidential elections were held during the week. I don't think we have a result as yet. It's pretty tight apparently, or I don't know. I'm sort of trying to track it, but it's funny how much interest it's generated. I even had a couple of Vietnamese bar girls last night. They're only like in their 20, 21, 22 or something like that, asked me about the election. So it's the interest it's created is unbelievable. I don't try to take a stand either side. It's not my country, but he is the leader of the free world, whoever gets in. So I guess we have got an interest in it. I just can't get over, without offending anyone, how it's divided a country. It's unbelievable. Some of the, whether it's just the way the media reports it or what, I don't know. But it's even with my American expat friends over here, they've got some strong opinions. It's unbelievable. You'd never see anything like that in Australia. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look at the charts. So this is TradingView. This is my watch list on the right. These are all daily charts. So this is all the pairs I'm currently trading in alphabetical order. If it's highlighted in blue, it means there's trades on. Highlighted in this pinky orangey color means it's something I'm looking at that interests me, either coming up on Monday or something I'm keeping an eye on. No highlight, no trades. So let's go through them. As I said, you could have read that Word document and it explains all this, but S1 basically means sequence 1, S2 means sequence 2. So where they are marked on the charts is where those sequences begin. You can see the trades there. So it's a sequence of trades. You've got a break even for, say, one of the sequences, and you've got an overall break even. Break evens are designated by these yellow dash lines. You can see up here all my notes what the pair is, most if there's something relevant. So I took a loss on a buy, so it would have been this buy in here, and I've made up for it on the second buy, which is in this one here. And profit today, this is a pair. I'm just in profit overall, and this has been trading over a year and a half, and it's 0.02 base lot, so 20 cents a pip. It's only $80. So this is a pair I'll be ditching once I'll be removing it from the watch list once I've cleared this sequence. This sequence is an old sequence. A while ago I was just about hedging everything that was available. Now my hedging is only done when I've got a very good setup, which normally involves hidden divergence, which you all know is one of my pets. I love my hidden divergence, and it presents a lot with this MACD Platinum, which is this bottom indicator, which is just a zero lag MACD. So let's have a look at this. Sequence 1, we're in a heap of trades, as you can see, designated by the vertical and horizontal lines. That's the trade entry points. So for example, this sequence 2 was a buy. You can read the notes there. Like I say, pause the video, slow it down, have a look. It was a buy in there. So it's this blue line and that blue line. The red dotted line, there's a stop for that buy, so I can't lose on the buy. I've already closed half. You can see the notes there, 5th of November, closed 0.1, moved my stop up. The reason why is the MACD Platinum went through the zero level, so that's just protecting it. And that's about it. That's the Aussie Swiss pair I'm getting rid of. If I ever get up here, which I doubt, this big high level up here, I'd say this is going to reverse to the downside. The MACD Platinum's above the zero level. And with the MACD Platinum, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. So Aussie Yen, let's move on. Aussie Yens, one trade, S1. Good profit, $339 at 20 cents a pip, that's all right. I'm in a buy here. The reason it's marked as a pink or orange, or pink or red color is because the MACD Platinum's already through the zero level and I'm around the entry point. So this thing looks like it's heading down. It's based on regular bullish divergence. You can see some notes there. So the green trend lines are bullish divergence, either confirmed or in the process of setting up. Blue trend lines are normally a big number, resistance, support, levels like that, stuff like that. Sorry, support or resistance or other trend lines that interest me. So we're in a buy here, stops down here. It's not looking good. This thing's probably going to roll over to the sell side. If that's the case, if I get a sell signal, for example, before this stops hit, I'll just close this buy trade out, take my loss, and I'll look for a sell. Aussie New Zealand. All right, we did clear our trades on this, which is good. We've left with one buy. And you can see I've already closed half and got a stop in place there. The red trend lines are drawn because there's potential bearish divergence setting up. And that is possibly going to be hidden bearish divergence, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, we've got a buy, we've taken some profit, and we can't lose on this trade, which is good. Aussie USD. This is one that's in an old sequence like the Usd Swiss, and you'll also see it in the New Zealand USD also. An old sequence from back here. That's the only trades on at the moment. I'm making some good profit. My break-even's up above the fold here. You can't see it's up at 79 cents. Don't worry about that. I'm not expecting to go up there. This thing, to me, the Aussie, it's been going sideways for a couple of months now. And because it's my home country currency, I sort of watch it a bit closer. So I know where the government or the Reserve Bank likes to keep it. So this is a sweet spot around the 70 to 75 cent level. I'm assuming, I don't know, the MACD Platinum's above the zero level. So I'm hoping this pushes up a little bit higher. Maybe gets to these highs here. Then hopefully it will roll over and I can cash out a few of these buys and start looking to sell to the downside and try and clear a few of these trades. That's my plan. Now, whether the market does that or not, no idea. But there is a good, this green level here is the 70 cent level. And as you can see, it is, price comes, works, sticks around it a bit. It's bounced there, came down, sort of had another go at it, now bounced off again. If it breaks these highs, doesn't worry me, it's good. It'll go up because I'm positive plus 0.16 at the moment, so it's good. I hope it does keep on going up actually, then come down. So that's the Aussie USD. CAD Swiss. Now this is one I did stuff up. Every week you probably get sick of me talking about this, but for new people on the video, if you go back all the way back here to the beginning, last year, October, I took these 5 buy trades. For some reason, I let them get away from me. Then we had COVID, drove the market right down. I still left hanging with these buy trades. So that's sequence 1. They're way back. So not that I'm sticking my head in the sand or anything, but the good thing is they're positive swap. So I'm not losing any money on the overnight interest rate. All I'm doing is losing money on the actual trades themselves. So they're a long way away. They're making money on the positive side. So in 10 years, I'll probably close them and I'll come out and break even on them. But that's not what I plan on doing. My plan was to work the right edge of the chart, and that's just gone. This thing's just gone sideways. Sequence 2 here has been going on for a bit. My break even for this sequence is up here. You can see the yellow line. It looks like it's a long way away, but it's not really. It's a daily chart. This thing doesn't take much to move. If you go back a bit, this move here, that's COVID. I know it's COVID, but there's decent moves. So it's very sideways at the moment. It's sort of, I'm not getting stressed about it, but it's more of an anchor, I guess you'd call it. Because I'm quite confident working the chart, but I'm not adding to my profit very quick here, which is a little bit disappointing. But in the meantime, we just keep on working it. It's a slow moving pair, as you can see, so I just keep on picking off these trades as they go and just keep on adding to this. And eventually I can look at maybe closing one of those other trades out and reducing that profit. Yeah, there's ways to work at it, but yeah, I've stuffed up. CAD Yen, in no trades at the moment. This green line is the 80 cent level, big number. You can see price sort of bounces around it a bit. and we're up there and we're coming down again. I think I was in a buy, and I've closed it out at break even. It's not a big move of this pair. I don't even know why I bother trading it, but it's not hard pair to trade. Euro Aussie sequence 1 is all the way back here, one of the older ones. It's break even levels down here. Some good profit. There is a sequence 2, which is a sell, which is sequence 2 is that sell on this one. It's got a stop in place, already closed out half. Yeah, so that was my second attempt. I had a go here and I lost, I think. Yeah, lost 31 on the initial sell trade in here. MACD Platinum remained above the 0 level, had a second go at it, and there's a regular bearish divergence there. So I had a second go at it, and it's paid off. So I've recovered that sort of loss there. It's now broke this low. You can see the blue lines are low there, and this is the overall break even. It's just a solid yellow line. I sometimes use a solid one. I don't think it'll get down there. It looks like it's starting to turn. Generally, if the Aussie USD is going up, this thing's going down. They're sort of inversely correlated. If you turn this upside down, it'd look like the Aussie USD chart. It's just the way it is. Euro CAD, no trades on at the moment. There's a grey vertical line. That means I'm looking at potential buy. There's a green dot on the MACD Platinum on Monday. So there's no green QMP filter dot, which is the green and red dots on the chart here. And I've drawn potential green trend lines in, which is looking at a regular bullish divergence. So possibly setting up, but not on Monday. Euro pound. Now here's one. I took a buy in here, and you can read the notes. Buy based on hidden bullish divergence. So this the original buy was in here. Here's your divergence. Actually, I don't even think that is divergence. I might have stuffed myself up there. What am I thinking, Jim? No, I've messed that up. I have messed that up. That's not hidden bullish divergence at all. That's just with the trend. I'll have to adjust that. My apologies. I've even got that wrong. It's up, actually up just. So there we go. So I've taken this buy trade, and its price has come down and down. It didn't go up at all. It went straight down and came up, and it's gone down again. So I drew this trend line up because there's no sell signal on the QMP filter. So I've drawn this trend line, and price has broken through here, and this candle's a little bit deceiving. It was going up right from the get-go, and I got in a bit late. You can see my notes there, late entry. So I took a second buy trade in that trend line break, as you can see on the notes here. And it's gone against me, but it's come down. Generally, if you get a trend line break, sometimes it comes down back to the trend line and bounces back off it again. So it looks like it's doing that now. And I'm a bit angry with myself that I've stuffed that up. But anyway, don't dwell on it, Jim. Move on. All right, so there's my break-even level for these two trades. This green level is just a big number. In this case, it's a 90-cent level. So hopefully that'll hold. And if I do get to break-even, I'm just going to get out of this because I've obviously stuffed up. And if I make a mistake, if I get to break-even, I'll just get out. So that's where we are with the euro pound. I don't mind trading this pair. It's not a fast mover, but it's kind to me at times. Euro yen, nothing happening, but on Monday there is a new buy signal. There's no trades on at the moment, so Monday this will be sequence 1 buy unless something drastic happens. There's a big gap up or a big gap down on the Monday open. Generally the FX markets have been pretty good, and the gapping has been nowhere near as severe as it used to be a few years ago. So if all goes to plan, on Monday this will be a buy based on regular bullish divergence, and the stop will be in place at that red mark there, that red dotted line, 121,196 or close to it. It's a pair I don't mind trading at all. My only concern here is the MACD Platinum's getting a bit close to the 0 level already, but who cares? That's a good setup. So I'll take that. You can see we've got a high here, lower high, we still couldn't break it, and we've got lower lows. So this is a higher risk trade just on market structure. But but I'm going to have a go because uncertain times, you don't know what's happening in the world, and I've got to stop and play. So it's not, if you were going to take it on like a live account, if anyone watching this is considering taking it, say you normally risk 2% on a trade, or this trade I'd only risk 1%, or if I risk 1%, I'd only risk 0.5%. It is a higher risk trade, even though price is at the 240 LMA and we've got a divergence. It's still a, that slightly higher risk, because the trend to me is down, but you never know. Probably repeated myself about 3 times there. All right, let's have a look here. What we got? Euro New Zealand in a sell here. At the moment, the stop is up here. On Monday, I'll be moving the stop down to there. That's why it's highlighted. I'll be moving the stop down to here just to lock in a little bit more profit. The reason why I've drawn this grey vertical line in, there's a new green dot on the MACD Platinum, so I'm looking to, I'm now thinking buy mode. We've got this little support level down here. We had a bullish candle. It's a bit hard to see. I'll just move that out. So we had a bullish candle on Friday. So there's a chance this thing's going to go to the upside. So I'm tightening up my sell. As you can see, this grey vertical line here was my first attempt at this sell, and I lost $60 on it. So hopefully I've already cashed in half on this one, and I will lock in a little bit more if it does, price does bounce up, but then I'll be looking to take a buy in away. So that's it. Euro New Zealand. I don't mind this pair. It's a pair I like trading. Euro USD. It's a pair I don't like trading, but I seem to be doing all right with it. In a buy, I've based off this little support level here with a good little double bottom. It was a high risk buy. It was taken during you can see high risk just before NFP and in the US election week. So there was some risk involved. Ideally, we want to break these highs here. These highs across to the left. At the moment, we're going in the right direction. We've got to stop and place, so it's just a matter of keeping an eye on it. And again, it was based on the regular bullish divergence. Pound Aussie in a sell here. This is my second go at it. The first one I lost $80. Big loss. This thing does move though. It's a big mover, big pip mover. So I'm in a sell. Got to stop and place. So I've already taken half. Can't lose overall, even if that stop got taken out. Overall, I wouldn't have lost on that trade. MACD Platinum through the 0 level, so now I'm starting to look for in buy mode. But in the meantime, it's this level here, this resistance level seems to have held nicely. Pound CAD. Now, this is one pair I'm starting to not get peeved with, but it just doesn't go anywhere. And you look at my profit today, it's only $125. It just seems to up and down. I might actually consider removing this from my watch list. I seem to have an anti-Canadian thing. I love my Canadian friends, but your dollar does my head in. So, yeah, it's just, you can have a look. It's got 2 sequences. The last one was a sell, and it's even going nowhere. Yeah, it's doing my head in a bit. It's just up and down. But we'll work out of it, and I might just ditch it. Pound Swiss, I don't mind trading this pair, but this thing has gone sideways for a long time. This is getting ridiculous. It does go sideways for a while, this pair, so it's, it's 2 currencies, I guess, the pound and the US Swiss franc, so they probably are very tight in Europe because it doesn't involve the euro. So but we've got this level here, and I'm in a sell back here, by the way. So I had through. It's first one I lost, second one I lost, third one I lost. This is the 4th one I've actually cashed in. But now it's the grey line here is because there's a new red dot above the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. So looking to possibly take another sell. I don't know. I don't know if I could, just based on this, if a sell signal presents. But we're going all right. It's a pair I like trading, as you can see. Good profit. Even though I had a few losses. And we just keep on working it. Pound yen. Not much doing here. There was a buy signal a few days ago. I did not take it. And I'm probably glad at this stage I didn't. It was just all a bit too tight coming into the election week, and I just want to stay out of it. It's all a bit MACD Platinum's close to zero level, prices at the MAs, so nothing doing there. Pound New Zealand, here we go. We're starting to get into the other problem pairs now. Now this is a pair, a pair I've been in trades since all the way back here. I think this is my oldest trade, other than those CAD Swiss trades. This is the oldest. So it's a sequence I've been stuck in for a long time. COVID didn't help, but in the meantime, I've been racking up the profits. Look at that, $7,059. Here's my overall break even. So we get very close many times. And in the meantime, I just keep on working the charts. You can see my sequences. I've got a few on. At the moment, they're all, I think, yeah, all down to the downside. Just try to see. Sorry, it gets a bit tight on the charts when I've got so many trades on. But yeah, you've got three sequences, and I just keep on working the right edge of the chart. So, nice little blast out through here. I'll just close all these trades. I'll be done with it. Yeah, it's not. I'm not getting stressed by it. I know it looks like there's a lot happening. There's a lot of trades on, but it's just a matter of just being patient. Eventually, I'll hit one of these overall break even. In the meantime, I just keep on working whatever trades. So, for example, we've got a buy trade, say tomorrow, which I signal on Monday, which I'm not. This sell, if it's in profit, I'll just close the last sells, add to the profit, and take a buy, and put the break even up here somewhere. Keep on repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. If I can't take a profit or a small loss on this, and it goes up through this buy trade, sell trade level, then I'll just hedge these, hedge them, then wait for a trade the other way. So you can get a bit creative on your trade management. Right, pound. This is another pair I've been very profitable on, $9,000. I did have some luck, I'll admit that. It could be a lot more if I hadn't have divided all my profits by 5 on some of the sequences where I went in bigger. But I just want to keep everything the same, so that's why everything. But this is all relevant. This is all based on the 0.02 of a lot, so 20 cents a pip. So that's a lot of pips. All right, what do we got here? Sequence 1, we've got a sell here. MACD Platinum's above the zero level. Took a hedge buy. Took a second sell. Took a second hedge buy. Read my notes. So at the moment, I'm hedged, locked in a loss. We're still at range bound at the moment. The MACD Platinum's still above the zero level, which is good. I like that. So I'm still looking to take a third sell. That's what my plan would be. Until it presents, I don't take any more trades. So if this thing just keeps on going up to the moon, doesn't worry me. And as soon as I get a sell signal, then that's when I start looking at taking some action. So that's the pound USD. New Zealand CAD in a buy here, sequence 1. This is this one here. I could probably get rid of that because I can't. That was that first buy. I lost $14. I think I've covered that already. So here we go. Took a buy, got a stop and place there. So we're sweet on there. Took a sell, sequence 2, based on this little double top here. Went down a little bit, but now it's bounced up and gone up and came very close to my stop. Very close, like within a couple of pips. Didn't hit it. Now it's sort of settled down. Hopefully this area will hold. This yellow line is overall break even for both. Because we're net negative, minus 0.01, price has to be below that for me to be in profit overall. At the moment, we're above it, so I'm losing. But the loss is being offset by this buy. So the buy is a partial buy, so it's 0.1 on the buy, 0.02 on the sell. So pair it up, mine trading, $770, which is good. Yeah. All right, New Zealand Japanese Yen. There is a grey line here because there's a buy signal. I ummed and ahed about it. The reason I was going to take it, I wasn't going to take it. I probably should have taken it because I like this triple bottom here, this support level. It was in that election week. MACD Platinum's close to the zero level. It's not giving me much wiggle room for one of my trade management points. And this number, green line, is a 70 cent level, so it's a big round number. We've got this, I'm not sure how significant that area is. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's a pretty big sort of resistance level up there, but you know, it's a few pips up to that. So yeah, look, I might even still have a look at it on Monday. I don't know, because I like this. I like this triple bottom. And all you do is put your stop down here. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'll talk myself into it eventually. All right, New Zealand USD, like I said, similar to the Aussie. Sequence 1, old sequence all the way back there. And I've also got a sequence 2, which is a sell and a hedge buy. That's definitely hidden bearish divergence. I got that one right. I'm kicking myself still. So yeah, hidden bearish divergence there. We've got this resistance level up here. Let's have a look, see how significant that one is. Yeah, see, this is a big one, this one. Look at this. Up there, there, and all through here. So it's a pretty big level on the New Zealand. Where am I at the moment on the New Zealand? So sequence 1, we're actually positive, 70 cents. That's up, that's 69 just here, so it's up here somewhere. I don't think it'll get there. I think this will hold. It's a bit like the Aussie USD, they sort of tend to move the same. I think it's probably as high as they're going to go, so I'll be looking to bring a second sell on sequence 2. Then if I can, take some profit on sequence 1 and reverse that to the downside. It's a pair I don't mind trading, $691 profit. So it's all right. So all these trades too, I probably haven't said it, they're all recorded on the shared spreadsheet, the results, and I think there's easily over 1,000 trades on the daily charts, and same on the 12-hour charts. Even though I don't call the 12-hour trades, I still run a spreadsheet that I share with everyone. Good profit on the 12 hours, but it's very aggressive trading on that. The dailies, it's all recorded. I call all these trades in the Facebook group and the Telegram channel, so they're all called at the time, and also the trade management is also called. So it's all very transparent. There's a link to the shared spreadsheet in the description of the video if you want to look at it. All right, this is my problem pair, USD Swiss Franc. Why is that not coming up? Just trying to set it up. In a few sequences here, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trades from a long time ago. And in the meantime, here we go. Here's my, I can't put my overall break even at the moment because I've got a spreadsheet problem. I'm going to get on my friend that helped me build a spreadsheet. I'll email and get that fixed. Profit to date, 5,900, so just under 6,000. So I'm making some good money on this pair, but it's a pair I'll be getting rid of as soon as I clear it. It's just, I find it hard work, the USD Swiss Franc. It used to be one of my favourite pair back in the mid-2000s. I used to love trading this pair, but for some reason I just struggled with it. So we're in 3 sequences, and at the moment sequence 1's hedged, sequence 2's hedged, sequence 3 we're actually negative, so I've tried to reverse one of the sequences, and sequence 4 is this sell, and it's got a stop and place up here. It is marked on the chart as pink. That means on Monday, if the market opens where it does, I'll be looking at closing half of that sell and tighten up my stop, probably above this high here on sequence 4 only. Just to protect that, I want to keep on working the right edge of the chart and eventually get out of these other 3 sequences, add to this profit, and just keep on going. Sort of a bit of a no man's land in here between this cluster of trades and this cluster of trades. So it makes it a little bit hard for trade management, creativity, but we're getting there. In the meantime, I keep on working the right edge of the chart, just keep on adjusting these trend lines. There's a big support level here, this green box here, as you can see. It seems to have broken through that, courtesy of a weak US dollar. And we'll just see how we go. But in the meantime, I don't like this setup. But having said that, nearly 6,000 profit. That's a lot of 20-cent pips. So we're doing all right. USD Japanese Yen. Again, we've got this level here. It's been broken, courtesy of the elections. I was in a sell. I'm sort of kicking myself. I probably should have been in this sell still. I keep on second guessing myself on this pair for some reason. I like trading this pair. It's a pretty easy pair to trade most of the time. But not, especially with a QMP filter. You know, you get the odd crappy signal, but generally the signals on this pair, if you just took every green and red dot with stops at the dot, you would do pretty good on this pair. Bit of trade, but I keep on second guessing myself for some reason. Who knows why? I'll eventually get in the groove with it. But in the meantime, no trades on, and my next trade I'll be looking for, it would be a buy anyway. All right, that's it for the, let's have a look. See what, I'll just bring up the charts of interest. I do watch every day. This is just a watch list of various pairs. I'll just run through them quickly. So this is the US dollar. You can see the US dollar's tanking. This is the election week in here, and it's going down. So it's just something out of curiosity. Bitcoin, I just keep an eye on. It's had a very quietly snuck up quickly. This is the 10,000 level, which it sort of sat around for a long time. You go back, have a look at this. That's 10,000, sort of bounced around 10,000, 12, 14, and close to 16,000. So it's getting up near its previous highs. And I'm surprised the old Bitcoin people haven't come out. US 500, had the market spiked up, getting up close to previous highs. This green line down here was actually the level when Trump got in 2016. That's where the market was, and as you can see, it's come very close. That was March this year during the COVID, drove it down close to the same level, but it's popping up now nicely. XAT is the Aussie market, so that's the same level. Look at the COVID cream, the Australian market. It hasn't. You remember, if the US market, look at the US market, it's got right back up to its previous highs from COVID. There's a COVID here, so it's back up. Aussie market hasn't recovered anywhere near as much, and I always keep an eye on gold. That green line's the 2,000 level, so we popped up through 2,000. All the gold bugs were getting excited in here. Now they're starting to get excited again. Other one's just the VIX, which is just the volatility index. You can see COVID, big moves, and just a few other various oil, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook. Don't know what that one is. And it's one of my mates. Shares he told me about. He bought at $6, which is about here somewhere. He's happier every day. They're at 44. Anyway, all right, I digress. So I'll bring up that Word document again so you can have a read. If you want to pause the video, read that, take screenshots, etc., you can, more than welcome to. Thanks for watching the video, guys and girls. If you do like it, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button. Enjoy the weekend. I've got to go watch the Wallabies play the All Blacks and get probably another flogging, but that just happens when you're a Wallaby supporter. And stay safe, and thanks for watching the videos. And everyone's more than welcome to join the Facebook group or the Telegram channels. Thanks. Cheers.